This will be a difficult chase.
Singh coming in.
Cuts that off well in the infield. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Solid shot. That's going for 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Five runs added in that over. The Super Giants are 5 for none. Going with pace now. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. How will he reply? A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Great shot, wide and beyond. That'll run away for 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Was quick onto that in the infield. They've gone up here. Singh from the north end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Doesn't beat the infield. Edged, what a ball.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Finds the fielder with that shot. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Big edge. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, superb timing.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. The captain's going to change things around in the field. Might look to go big again here.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Marsh watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Got that away nicely. Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Straight to the fielder. Nearly gets the edge. Maxwell with a great delivery there. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Couldn't get it through the field. Six runs added in that over. The Super Giants are 47 for none. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Great shot. Just got underneath the ball and paddled it away. That's the modern cricketer right there, 4 more.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary.
Good shot. A beauty. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Yes. Drilled that one away. Massive outside edge. Everyone's gone up. Maxwell from the north end.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through. Not many fielders left in the circle. The captain going very defensive.
Edged, unplayable. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field.
Too much width really, they're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands and that is exactly what's happened.
Edged it. That's a boundary save for sure. Oh, they took off for a moment but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. Well, that'll be an over best forgotten and really quickly. You give that many no balls away, it's truly time for a bowling change. Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Markram watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Jeez, timed that well.
Quickly into position and a very successful sweep brought that boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Punjab with a massive shout. Punjab having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Markram looking quite surprised, didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Edged. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Jansen, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Straight drive, mid-off, will cut that one off. Smacked away. It may carry over the fielder for a maximum.
Just perfection, a magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that, racing away to the boundary. Very defensive field, this.
That's a confident appeal. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary. Going with a more defensive choice in the field.
$11 runs added there. The Super Giants are 98 for none. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Can't get that outside the ring field.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though. That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle. End of the over, 10 off it. The Super Giants, 108 for none. Jansen from the north end.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Marsh watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. Hit that so hard, pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. The Super Giants are 125 for none.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
This should be close. That's out. Caught. Gone. Good catch on the boundary.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and the disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they've got out like that.
Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Going with a more defensive field choice.
Edged, unplayable. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
That's the kind of shot you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep the control and find the boundary.
9 runs added there. The Super Giants are 134 for 1. Massive outside edge. Massive chance. Out. Caught. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Misses everything. That's the over. The Super Giants are 137 for 2.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total. Shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
That's gone. Nice simple catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
That's a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the form.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Edged, what a ball.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Big edge. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Jensen from the north end. Finds the edge. They go up here, but it might have pitched a bit short. I think we'll have to wait and see what the umpire says. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Just too much height on that one.
Nicked it, but it's going to go all the way to the boundary. Everyone's gone up. Jensen needs to get their run-up sorted. It's all gone horribly wrong with that last delivery. They're normally much better than this. Jensen pulls out. Dead ball. Edged. Unplayable. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Power and precision in that shot.
That's brilliant. Caressed nicely through the covers.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. And crunch down the wicket. Oh no, it hits the stumps. That would have been 4 otherwise. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Yorker bowls him. Oh, take the sweat off your brow for that one.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Might look to go big again here.
Edged. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. This could be out.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the 6.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the... Singh into the attack now from the north end.
Going with a more defensive field choice.
Doesn't beat the infield. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Got that away nicely. Jeez, timed that well.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Stoinis coming into the attack from the south end.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
How will the bowler respond?
Not too sure what they're appealing for here.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion. He's got their tail up. Sarmad watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Couldn't get it through the field. Finds the edge. Good fielding out in the boundary. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Sing straight through. The batter was late on that one.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Great shot through the bat.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Shreyas, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
A very defensive field, this. Can he come back with a dot ball? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. 6th last ball. How will the bowler reply?
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. Misses. How did that not hit? Punjab has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Not much needed to get over the line now. There'll need to be some superb bowling to hold on.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles. Just 2 to win.
Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. racing over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment. A great victory, extremely close, right to the end, and to bring the